Ever so high up camera. You can just see the top of my eyelids at all times. Hello. That wasn't what I planned to say when I was going to say hello. And I don't know. No, it's all ruined now. It's all ruined. The code words, everything. We've lost the code words for today. Ugh. Terrible. Yeah, I'm back. It's early in the morning. Well, I say it's early in the morning. It's 20 to midday. It's early in the morning. I've been very sleepily trying to catch up on High Rollers RPG stream from Sunday. It is Tuesday, I think. And there's so much Jingle Jam starting today, tomorrow from the Yogscast that there's going to be no time for anything. What with that and my streams that will be starting at 9 AM GMT every morning. Just like they did today, 40 minutes late. But not tomorrow. Not tomorrow, I'll be on time tomorrow. Because that's the official start of playing the Humble Bundle games. Humble Bundle will be officially released at 5 PM today. And it releases in advent calendar form. But for now, at this incredibly busy time of year, Hiveswap finally came out after 3 years of waiting, I think. Act 2, that is. And we managed to catch the train. That's how. And we got all the way from this. The animal carriage is back here. We haven't been there yet. We got all the way from this carriage, through this carriage, and now we're in this carriage. But we have to worry about the law enforcing people that are maybe gonna be here. And then it's gonna be clowns all the way until we get to the engine, where we have to hijack the train to take a shorter route, because we've only got 11 days to stop 2 planets from getting destroyed, and we're stuck on this alien planet with a new alien friend. So let's go. Stream 1. And there's lots of voices, and of course my voice is super morning croaky. So here we are in the green carriage. None of the lower blood cars had lockers. No, of course they didn't. They're lockers. Okay. My psionics are for moving objects, not opening them. Well, you opened the lock earlier. So... Let's try and give her this book. Oh, it's a he. My apologies, sir. What about... No, not gonna bother. What about this? We're missing a book, aren't we? Why are you showing this to me? Okay. She's so little. You know trolls don't have parents, but it's hard to suppress the urge to take her hand and ask if she needs help finding her mummy. What about her? You wonder if the sword is real. Actually, what the heck are you thinking? Of course it's real. Indeed. What about you? That's totally wild outfit, but she's really pulling it off. Those shoes, you wouldn't be able to walk a single step in those. They're not high heels or anything, they're just comfy. She keeps drinking from that little white mug. Probably coffee. Do they have coffee here? It's probably not coffee. It looks kind of intimidating, but his hair is very shiny. Okay, who else have we got? Grumpy hair. Sulky, at least. You like her hair. Once you dyed yours purple a couple of days before your dad came home just to take him off. He didn't even notice. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Let's sweater vest, though. Way too cool for school. Or at least too cool for your school. Alright. Let's talk to the kid. Start easy. Wanshi. Shh, I'm pretending to read while trying to eavesdrop. Okay. Who do we talk to next? Maybe the Wonder Book. Theseus. Unless you want to take my crawler's bar exam for me, leave me alone. Okay. Talk. Tagger. My, an afternoon with a flock of jadebirds is better than any episode of Sterilization, Scrub, or Heretics. Okay. You look far too cutesy, my dear. Stelsa. What? Can you believe this? Whatever you say. Darling, you weren't even listening to me. Looks like she's shouting. Tegiri. One mysterious blade. I see. It's lone. A lone mysterious bladesman watches the two lowbloods pass. They can feel his piercing gaze, sizing them up, assessing their weak spots with calculated ease. Is that guy narrating what he's doing? Let's just ignore him for now. Blushy face. No, you're such teenagers. You guys keep blushing at everyone. Just pick one person to like and then find out that they hate you forever. And then you're doomed. Lynera. Everyone knows it was you, Darea. Just admit it and this can all be over. Eat nutritional excrement, ass kisser. Brenda, did you hear what she just called me? Please, everyone. Let's stay positive. And try not to point fingers. Typical. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Did we talk to Sulky? Probably did. I guess we have to talk to you. Long. I'm sorry, why are you talking to me? I just thought we'd say hi. Well, don't. Okay, bye then. Jerk. Is there anyone we haven't done? This guy? Tagara. No, we've talked to him. Just open these. These are locked. Oh, okay. Can we just leave them? This is the second cleanest bathroom you've seen yet, which isn't saying much because you've only seen 3 of them so far, but like the great sage Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You don't need to go. Does he need to go? Well, you should always check. What does he say? It's the Jade Teal Gaper. You're not even sure you're allowed to use this one. You should have used Masties when you had the chance. Just use it, it's a gaper. Here we go. Did someone lose a book? Uh-oh. Where did you come from? When I tried to wash my hands, this pooped out of the moisture evaporation unit. It looks very private. Gasp. Get that to me. Eep! This is it. It's the book, in which seductive anti-hero Batfin Luna becomes endowed with the forbidden curse of the Rainbow Drinker, featuring 1 long bright journey into the desert, 6 elaborate hurt comfort scenes, forbidden ideas about eternal youth, 10 characters with beautiful hair, 1 death scene, 500 knowing glances, 2 sexy punch bowls filled with blood, 1 spicy meatball, 4 absolutely no clowns, literally so many corpses it might be offensive, the ever-present threat of reaching adulthood and ascending to space nundum. Eggs? ? And 3 long make-out paragraphs and 2 love triangles in dangerously vacillating quadrants. Otherwise known as Fresh Teeth, Book 5 of the Rainbow Emotion Saga. Reading Fresh Teeth in the Load Gaper Daria? Really? That's perverse even for you. Would you just stuff fresh teeth up your nook already? This fighting isn't getting us anywhere. I'll say perhaps you could use some outside arbitration to resolve this conflict in an orderly, lawful, and objective fashion. No offense, Stells, but I'd rather stick nutritional prong directly into my eye socket than get involved in this. Darling, just think of it as a trial run for your cruelest bar exam. Never hurts to get more practice. Okay. What? Caps lock got me there. Wait, just... No, it didn't get me there. The terrible grammar got me there. The fact that I don't fall for such cut-race manipulation is why I'm pretty confident I'm gonna pass it just fine without. You are determined at all times to be impossible. Please, miss, I would like to try to keep this issue internal if you don't mind. Try harder, why are you all fussing over some book anyway? It's not just any book. The Rainbow Emotion Saga is a profane set of religious texts that our cloister has been charged with protecting. The fact that it left our cavern in the first place is a first-rate violation of Imperial law. A violation of which law, dear? Please elaborate. Oh no. Nice job, Boot Breath. Oh. Could I maybe just get another look at it before? Why, so you can defile it more? Too bad. The thief already tore out all the naughty pages. Lynera. We're going to be in so much trouble. I bet it was her. Not if Lynera shuts that crusty trap, we won't. No. I'm sick of this. As Jades, we have a duty to preserve the culture of Voltania and pass it on to the next generation. Bronya understands the importance of this sacred calling. The rest of you undermine her at every step. Bronya is... she's so kind and understanding. It would kill her to know the true depths of how much the lot of you despise our work. I bet Bronya did it, and Bronya and whoever she is. Lynara, I can speak for myself. I know, Bronya. But just this once, let me speak for you. If one must wear the crown, then they need someone who can wield the whip. And I'm the whip. Yeah, sure you are. Is everyone hearing this? Quiet, Lunk. I won't be bullied by you anymore. This stops now. Whoever defiled this divine artifact, step forward right now. Or this is gonna get... It's going to be very bad. That's a promise. Oh my god, the squeaks. Oh hey. I did him with a Norfolk accent. Yo, what's up, buddies? Hey, no need to stuff on my account, diggy dogs. Eek! What's the love this noise I'm hearing about? Important religious... what's it? Oh shit. Well... You really never know when to shut up. It's nothing, sir, just Jades being Jades. How may I help you this evening? Lol, help me? You think I need help? Oh no, not at all, sir. Just trying to extend a helping hand, as it were. Didn't mean to cause offence. Night, cool, bud. I was just out for a stroll. It's easy to get bored on such a long trip, right? But it sounds like you buddies gearing up for a real rollicker of a trial here. Don't go and tell me you guys are just boring like the other cars. Of course we are, sir. I mean, of course we aren't. Not boring, that is. Ooh. Wonky face. Use your words, Stells. What I meant to say is we are currently in progress of setting up a tribunal on the spot to deal with this incident of thievery that has come to our notice. But we were at a loss without a high blood of your caliber to judge the pizzazz of the upcoming trial. Excuse me? Dear darling Tisius, why don't you tell him all about it? Let's talk to each other. Why is everyone acting so weird all of a sudden? I'll explain when we get out of here. Which we should really do. As fast as possible. No, I want to see the trial. This is awesome. Let's talk to our buddy. Marvis. Sup you, nice to see your toothy mug again. It's nice to see yours again too. But I don't think we have time to stop and chat. Can we sneak by? You can do, bud. You see Tisius been chatting me up about heinous courtroom biz. Hey Toys, tell him about it, lol. Shit's fucking wild. The long and the short of it is that I want to begin a trial, who stole the book courtroom drama. But instead of handling it in the traditional Altanian way, we test out my theory of defensive legislacerator, where the accused has their own legislacerator, a defense legislacerator, where his honourable tyranny is no mindless monster but a judge, and where the accused is innocent until proven guilty. Scandalous. Holy shit. Zizi, no sweetheart, you can't say these sorts of things in front of these sorts of people. It's heretical and illegal. Yeah. Lamau, shit's crazy. Shit's crazy indeed. That's why we need you, Joe. Honk. See, the Jades accused Daria of stealing the book, Fresh Teeth, and then stashing it in the load gaper. So we need a neutral third party to defend Daria, and you're the optimal choice. What? You want me to be a lawyer? I didn't go to law school. Heck, I've barely been to high school. No, bud, you don't need any fancy schooling. You're more than equipped just the way you are. Honky smile. Really? Wow. Well, Zizi, I guess even the most qualified among us isn't culling you on sight for your absurd ideas. Honky smile. But I suppose this is the thing that is happening. So even if the little blow-blood darling right here is defense and Marvis is the honourable tyranny, then who in the world will be the so-called prosecution? You, of course, since you're so eager to please. Honky smile. Oh! Well, wait, I haven't agreed to this. Joe, if you do this for me, I'll make sure you get through the rest of the train. Unmolested. Honky smile. I can't argue with that, I guess. Maybe I'll really like being a defense lawyer. That's the spirit. Come to me if you've got any questions about what to do. Run! Run to him quick! I guess we switch to her. Okay, tell me what is in your notebook. What's up? You told me to come to you. Don't ask him what to do. Could you tell me more about defensive legislation? I don't know much about it. Seriously? You've never watched, like, Law and Order, Subjugulator, Stop Ejaculatory Unit? Sorry, Slop Ejaculatory, which is even worse. Excuse me? Well, maybe not from that particular spin-off. Yikes, alright. Well, first off, I think you're under the impression that a legislator only manages the court block. But that isn't the case. They also have to find evidence, sniff out clues, and seek out the guilty party. Like a detective? Sure, I don't know. It is only then that the legislator drags the suspect before his honourable tyranny and engages in a veritable battle of ancient law that can last for days. That's no good, until his honourable tyranny gets bored and vores the loser. Oh dear. That sounds awful. No offence to your vocation or anything. None taken. Unlike the defensive legislation process I'm proposing, where the trial is all about having a dialectic and finding the truth. Oh no, the hiccups are back, guys. A traditional legislator determines the guilt right off the bat and commits to their initial impressions from the get-go, no matter what truths emerge in court. Guilt might as well be judged by the flip of a coin. If luck even mattered at all in these things. Oh ho ho ho, luck does matter in Homestuck. You don't sound too happy about that for a tale. Well. She sounds like Lloyd Grossman, does she? They all sound similar because it's me. Let's just say I've got a lot of qualms with the process. Like the teal blood, the law person in the story was a coin flipper. Okay. So we need keys to open these. Right, let's investigate the load gaper, as they call it. Can I? You don't know what it is. It looks mechanical but also organic. The way it moves makes your skin crawl. It's a shame they didn't animate it then, isn't it? Well, it was found in the load gaper, but he knows what it is. It's a security grub, a fancy one too. There's a security grub. Hitting a camera with psionics is just as bad as hitting it with a stick. Okay, so there's a security grub in the toilet, but I can't... Maybe looking at it will give me dialogue options. Can I get in these lockers? Much nicer shape than school lockers. I need a key. Okay. interrogate all the witnesses. With a sip of water. Thanks. It's my December the 1st hat. Can we ask you some questions for the trial? Make it quick. About the Jades. What is your take on the other Jades? My take? Yeah, you know. What do you feel about the rest of your, traveling companions? Very little. Wow, you're helpful. Quite. So do you believe Daraya did it? You know, I just can't quite bring myself to care. This is going nowhere. Glad to be of help. Okay. I think she did it. What about you? I am above the petty drama of hysterical anchorites. I only care about fact and reason. You found it in the load gaper. Hey, I know what it looks like, but I had nothing to do with this. If I had been the one to steal part of the infamous Rainbow He motion saga, I promise I never would have returned it. Actually, could we strike that from the record? How do you know so much about the book? I have an interest in salacious historical artifacts. I never thought I'd run into Win of here. Oh, to win here, of all places. Usually even professional perspective editors could only hope to touch a book like that one. On the ugly end of a low-blood rebellion. Wow. Perspective editor? Yes. It's a branch of our historical methodology where you help the government decide which historical documents are advantageous to the Empress and which should be locked up or purged. I am turning into Swedish. This character is. Most people think it's boring work because you spend a lot of time reading the old ledgers and requisition records, but you wouldn't believe the things you learn about the past from that stuff. Of course, there is the added benefit of being the only one who gets to see them at all. Wait. Are you saying that you study the historical documents and then you just lie about what's in them? Yes. Why else study history if not to control it? Balk. If you put history in the hands of the people, you'd end up with total anarchy. Just look at what's happened here. Ugh. Okay. You look mischievous. Let's talk to you. Tagara. Hello again. Nice evening, isn't it? Why are you in such a good mood when everyone else is freaking out? I feel like I need to sneeze. An innocent troll with nothing to hide sleeps the sleep of the just. I've got a cup of tea, an absolutely devastating haircut, and a front row seat to what promises to be some especially juicy justice, free of charge. The only thing missing is snap kernels. You wouldn't happen to have any snap kernels, would you? No. Pity. Anyway, the name's Tagara Gorjek, but you can call me Gorjo. So can you prove you weren't involved in this crime? Cynicism and distrust, both of which I can respect. Of course I can prove it. I can prove anything, however far-fetched. But you'll need to pay my hourly billing rate, of course. Just sign here. You want to charge me to prove you're innocent? It's hard work being innocent. You want me to do it for free? How do you expect me to make any money? Well, okay, but if you can't prove you're innocent, your name may come up at trial. And you know, people get convicted for stuff they didn't do all the time. Don't you watch crime shows and stuff? Do you guys have those? We have public cullings every so often, if that's what you mean. Maybe you're right. Okay, I'll prove my innocence for you free of charge. I hope you're aware that I wouldn't extend a special offer to just anyone. I couldn't have done it. I was in the load gaper. Oh, but wait, the book was found in the load gaper. Indeed, but I promise you that the full hour I spent in there was devoted to nothing but diligent evacuation of my Eternals. You, but how do we know you're telling the truth? That's an awfully long time to be using the bathroom, isn't it? What's it any business of yours how long I take in the gaper? To be honest, we members of the legislative profession, God, are prone to load blockages and slow disgorgements, oh God. Ah, too much information. The load gaper security video will show beyond a reasonable doubt that I was closeted with my bowels and so nowhere near the scene of the outrage at the time it took place. Aha! Right, can we give him snacks? Those look interesting. What are they made of? Oh, he doesn't eat them though. Okay, what about you? I can't believe Theseus is making me do this. She's always getting into things with her crazy theories and her political thoughts. She isn't really making you do this though, is she? She told you to stay out of it, actually. Yes, of course she told me to stay out of it. She always tells me to stay out of it, sweetie. But I can't resist organising pathetic lives of trolls. It's so gosh darn addicting. Oh my god. Yeah, she misses out random words. Well, not random. Like, conjunctions and stuff like that. Or the objects of the sentence. Or, what? Not grammar, not for me. The world is filled with inefficient management and regulatory malpractices and useless aesthetic bullet journals with garish colour combinations, and someone must do something about it. And who better to whip everyone into efficient machines of bureaucracy than Stelsa Seziat? Audit Terror in training. Here's my card, darling. Ring if you need my services. Wow, thanks. I don't think we'll ever need an auditor. Hand that card right back, and then I hate to waste neon pink cardstock. It takes me hours to bedazzle them. Oh. So you're not even a lawyer? A what? I mean, you're not even a legislator. How are you going to prosecute effectively? I may not be interested in judicial law, but I'm certainly more equipped than the so-called defense to handle this case. Besides, I can't resist the large clown man with the expensive blowout. He might decide to redecorate if I decline this opportunity. By redecorate, I mean he will repaint the car with a fresh coat of teal. Okay, well, I don't know. I still don't think anyone's forcing you to do this. She thinks he's going to spread her blood everywhere if she says no, because he's a murder clown. The main character still doesn't understand how murderous the murder clowns are. Bish bosh, it's much too late now. I'm in to win, and I will crush the opposition under my impeccable troll Louis Vuitton Payton stiletto heels. Full season. They look very stiletto, yes. I just wish I didn't have to play along with my dear Zizi's silly political fantasies. About you and Theseus. Hey, so what's the deal with, you know, you and Theseus? Sweetheart, you need to treat me to a luncheon involving a glass of fermental purple sphere liquid and a nice grub cheese plate before tossing these implications around willy-nilly. I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. I guess it was a stupid question anyway. Yeah, but we're gonna get the info. Despite any hot goss you may have heard on the down low, I assure you that Theseus and I have nothing but the reddest feelings for one another. In fact, there isn't a hint of grey or black in the mix whatsoever. Huh? I admit we certainly have our professional differences. She just drives me up the wall sometimes. She never schedules anything. She won't let me give her a makeover, and she definitely doesn't appreciate the benefits of a good networking event. I think you're vacillating pretty hard, my dear. But trust me, dear, I dearly enjoy her company. She really keeps me sane. I'm amazed by all the knowledge she's got locked away in her think pan, and how she efficiently and spado-metaphorically slaughters her opponents at practice trials. And oh, she's gorgeous. Those deep-set bags, eye bags, are like a natural eyeliner highlighter combo. I mean, I have some myself. They are wonderful. And in the end, that's why I love her. Man. Wow, you two sure seem like great gal pals. Haha, bye. Maybe I'm a troll. That's what all the teenagers said 10 years ago. Okay. Oh yeah, well, we can grab the security bugle. Now that we know what it is. I don't see a tape in there. What's a tape? Oh right, your planet probably hasn't used tapes for hundreds of years. It's how we record videos. They're like a little black box with 2 spools of magnetic tape in them. It's only 1 spool. Well, it's got 2 spools, but only 1 tape. And as it turns, it plays the video. Whoa, that's amazing. We just use grubs. Grubs? Like insect grubs? Yeah, they're linked psychically to a CPU or something like that. And this is just like a naturally occurring thing on your planet? Well, in the old days we used to farm them, but natural-born memory grubs can only store a terabyte of information maximum. Now they're cloned and grown in giant vats on some Imperial ship out in the galactic border. So they're just slave bugs? When you put it that way, it sounds really sad. Your planet has a lot of sad things, Zephyros. I know, but that's the way the Tetrarch is going to change everything. Or why the Tetrarch? If you say so. It looks like we're going to need something sharp and thin to pry the grub out. Right, let's go see what we can find. Sharp and thin. We don't have anything sharp and thin. Somebody has a rapier. Beneath me. Yeah, but you have a rapier. Oh, but wait, you've got a nail file. Let's talk to her then. Excuse me. Oh, hi. I guess you want to talk about Fresh Teeth, Book 5 of the Rainbow Emotions Saga. Oh, well. Yeah, so you're the one who had it first? Well, I didn't bring it onto the train, if that's what you're asking. I just found it. I never seen it before. I only knew the series by reputation. Is it very well known? Not exactly, but I know some of the others have definitely read it. It's about a jade blood who is thrown out of the caverns for impure dalliances with her fellow jades. Oh, well. Then she becomes a rainbow drinker and has even more impure dalliances. That's a vampire. A rainbow drinker? Oh, I guess you trolls who live on the surface have different myths. Ooh woo. Legends have it that there are jades who have cheated death by becoming rainbow drinkers. They say that rainbow drinkers can live forever and their eternal youth means they never have to leave Alternia. But they must drink the blood of other trolls to survive. Oh, well. Oh, like a vampire. Sure, if that's what you call it, ooh woo. But it's all just stories, of course. Rainbow drinkers aren't real. It sounds like, she knows a lot about this book for someone who hasn't read it. So the book is just about vampires. Well, there are rainbow drinkers in it, but I wouldn't say it's about them. It's more centered around the main character doing pretty much all the sacrileges it's possible to do, of which becoming a rainbow drinker is one. So it's like the, a story by the Marquis de Sade. Like, there's this one iconic scene where she gets her... when she... That story sounds really exciting. But obviously you don't have the book, so we're gonna talk to some other people. Gets her what and what? Yeah. No, I really want this file. Maybe I have to talk to her. There's also this part where... Yeah, that sounds great. Let's go, Joey. No, but... I want the lockpick she's got in her hand, or the rapier. Oh well, maybe I have to talk to everyone first. I know. Go away, I'm not a suspect. Do we have to talk to her? She looks like she might knife us. Will you give a statement? Do you mind giving us a statement? Yes, I mind. I find it offensive that you think I have something to hide. Daria is the culprit. Plain and simple. But Daria has no reason to steal anything, especially not something like a vampire book. Can you really imagine those kinds of fancy pants, curly haired Gary Oldman guys appealing to totally radical punk teens? Ha ha ha, come on. And I don't think she's the type to stir up a scene for yucks. So what would she have to gain? It's definitely this girl. It's the Uwu girl. She would gain tingly feelings in areas we'd best not talk about. Daria is nasty, a pervert, bitch. And that's all I have to say on the matter. Good statement. Talk to everyone but Daria first. Oh no, that is Daria, whoops. Daria, could we ask you a few questions? Yeah, whatever. Did you do it? Zephyros, you can't just ask that. Oh. Why not? Because she's our client. It's our job to believe that she's innocent. We can't ask her anything that would incriminate her. Why? You're considered innocent until somebody proves you guilty. Sounds fake, but whatever. I didn't do it, but Lynera thinks I want to fill pails with Bronya, so she's not going to change her story. And that teal blood with an industrial metallic cylinder up her nook is going to believe whatever she thinks will make the clown happy. Could we ask you some more questions? Fine. I want to know about Lynera. So about Lynera, what about her? She sucks. Not really anything else I can say. She wants to get me cold. She's absolutely convinced herself that I'm trying to fuck Bronya. Wow. Gasp. Are you? Ugh, no. You think I'm trying to get with any of these losers I see literally every day? I've been down that road before. I'm over it. Okay. Good talk. Hey Bronya, do you have the key to the lockers? Kinda need to get inside if we're going to do a thorough investigation. If I were a less diplomatic person with anything more than inoffensively neutral opinions, I might say that this is all fucking ridiculous. But here... Okay, we've got the key to the lockers. Maybe we can get a sharp spiky thing in here then. This one? This one? Yes. This is the Uwu Girls, right? This is just filled with Soldier Purby's books. Are they any good? It's got a lot of fans, but I can never get into them. Maybe I can read one after we get on the express track. Are you stealing one of her books? Okay. Bronya's stuff. Let's not burglar her a second time. Wait, what's that? Oh my goodness, she has the missing pages with all the naughty scenes in them? She must have ripped them out to protect her cloister. Joey, wait, you aren't reading them, are you? Shh. These aren't even that dirty. Okay. Let me, you should keep these to yourself. Damn. This must be Daria's. Is something wrong, Joey? She's just really cool. Oh, there's a bunch of nail files in here. Ouch, they're super sharp. Wait, that little girl has a nail file. Has she stolen from Daria? Yeah, some of them are sharp for extra long claws. I don't think Daria would mind if I took one. Okay, good, good. It's locked. When you try and pull it open, Zephyros steps on something. Oh no. What's wrong? Nothing. Did you step on that thing? Yeah. Joey, what do we do? These kits are really expensive and time-consuming to make. This is a disaster. There's no way we can fix it without the proper tools. It's okay, Zephyros. Accidents happen. And it was pretty irresponsible of the owner to leave something so fragile on the floor like that. I'm sure they'll understand. Understand? Rusties like me have been cold for less. Wait. Take another look. Here's the crack from where you stepped on it, but there's another one running in the opposite direction. It was already broken when you stepped on it. That's why it was on the floor. Someone else must have broken it and tried to ditch the evidence. They knew someone else would accidentally step on it and take the heat for their crime. Gasp. Wow, Joey, you sound just like a legislacerator already. Do I? Yeah. I think I got a little carried away at the end there, actually. There's no way to prove all that stuff I said at the end. But I definitely don't think you're the one who broke it, Zephyros, so don't worry about it. Phew. Anyway, let's hold on to this. It might turn out to be important. Okay. I've rummaged enough, but I haven't rummaged here. This bag is filled with participation trophies. Only Lynera would be proud of winning Tidier of the Month. And this many times in a row. Wow, she'd make a great low blood. Wait, is this a boy band magazine? Oh yeah, an H2D fan mag. They're huge right now. I can't get into their music though. And Lynera has a ton of nail polish in here too. Wow, maybe she's more girly than I thought. I did this one. What about? that all of them then? I think that's all of them. Okay, so we have clues. So, about that nail polish. Haven't you had enough already? Oh, my nose is itching. Maybe about the other jades. Hang on. Sneeze. Done. We want to know a little bit more about your friends, I guess. Can you even call them that? We're cloister mates. I can assure you that there's no stronger connection in the world than between jades and a cloister. Even though Wanshi is an irresponsible mess who reads too much deplorable literature. And Daria is a nasty thief who never respects the rules. And Lonk is a disgusting party boy slut who participates in degenerate activities. That sounds delightful. He sounds like my type. All these frictions are just trials to test our faith and commitment to our duty. I am so grateful to my cloister mates for providing me endless opportunities to prove my strength and loyalty. Oh my god, she's insufferable. We have an unbreakable bond of blood and tradition that binds us more closely than any quadrant. Wow, it sounds like you guys love each other a lot. No. Well, alright then. Yeah, you're not... I keep wanting to call him Carcat, but, no. Buddy, you're not... You're missing out on subtlety here. And there's also this part where... Yeah, that sounds great, let's go. Okay, I can't talk to her more. So... Can I talk to her more? Could we ask you some more questions? Fine. About the jades. So all the other Greenbloods are all family? What? I mean, you live together? Oh yeah. We all got chosen for cloister when we were barely older than wrigglers. We're the fucking special ones who get to take care of the mother grub and all its business cavern. To the grave? Cavern to the grave. Not all jades get chosen, but apparently we're the purest of the pure. Wow. Lol, right? One look at Lonk and any theory anybody has for the cloister falls apart. That guy hatched, crawled right back into a bucket and never came out. Nice. Oh jeez. Blush, blush. Anyway, everyone who lives in the cavern's a steaming pile of garbage. Can you not leave? Who the fuck are you, kid? I'm just very stupid. Whatever. Yeah, we can't leave. Do you know what cloistered means? It means these assholes are the only trolls I'm going to see before I leave the planet. It's not like we can just sneak out and be killed by drones. Literally the only fucking time we're allowed to leave that shithole is Jeevit week, and even that's new. You'd be bitter too. Don't know. Have you met the other trolls? They're not that great. Can we ask some questions for the trial? Make it quick. What do you think about all this? That Bronya is naive if she thinks this is what it looks like on the surface, and that Lynera could stand to get paled. What is that supposed to mean? My suggestion would be that you should talk to everyone here before making any snap judgments. I am. Gotta talk to her again, I think. Haven't you had enough already? Why do you care so much? Why are you so passionate about this? You're making a big stinker of it, and I don't understand. What do you mean? Justice must be called down upon Daria. But Daria is your cloister mate. Do you not care about her? What matters most is what's best for the whole cloister. How is going through this trial going to help your cloister? Look, I am only doing this to help Bronya. She is the shining star that lights our way in these dark caverns. It is about time there were some consequences for how they treat her. Do we have anything more to say to her? Could we ask you some more questions? Fine. About the book. So this book that everyone's so worried about, Fresh Teeth? Ugh, it's so fucking stupid. Fresh Teeth isn't even that dirty. I see way worse shit on the internet. It's like embarrassingly bad. Wait, how do you know that? Yeah, isn't it forbidden? Please. She was just sitting there in the cloister library. I'm definitely not the only one who's looked through it. Which is why this whole situation is stupid. Okay. See, she's read it all. There's also this part. Okay. Talk to her one more time. Bronya, could we talk to you about what happened? Not if you expect me to betray my wards for the entertainment of a high blood rapper. No, we want to help. We're going to help you all build up an unimpeachable defense. I really don't understand what you or that Tailblood really think any of this is going to accomplish. Because... 1. Nobody cares about the truth. 2. Everybody knows nobody cares about the truth and will therefore never actually tell the truth. 3. I don't know you. We get that, we really do. I know you have no reason to trust us or Marvis. We're all in this together now, right? Shouldn't we at least, I don't know, try? Yeah, I guess we should. So, can we ask you stuff? Go ahead. You're in charge here, right? Well, I'm certainly not in charge of the Teals or that High Blood, but I am the highest ranking Jade of my cloister, yes. Even though Lonk likes to pretend he doesn't have to listen to me. So yes. Go ahead and ask anything you like. Okay. What are you doing out here? I thought the cloister Jades weren't allowed to leave. We aren't. The drones would strike us down if we were to abandon our duties to the Mother Grub. Except for one single event per sweep. Jeevik Week? Yes, obviously. I'm sorry if this sounds ignorant, but why are you allowed out during Jeevik Week? Don't you have a really important job to do? We do. And I suppose it's in contravention of hundreds of sweeps of tradition for us to leave before our ordeals. But it's the heiress's will, I guess? The heiress? Yes, maybe 3 or 4 sweeps ago, the heiress demanded that even we be allowed to attend. The drones stand down, and we're all allowed to emerge from the caverns. Isn't that, potentially a big problem? Do, some of you not run away from your duties? Haha, sorry. None of my Jades are so cowardly. This is merely a field trip. Something else going on here. Go ahead and ask anything you like. About that book. So what exactly happened with the book, Fresh Teeth? It's a whole mess. But the first problem is, 1. The book should not have been on the train in the first place. It's part of a banned series we keep in the cloister library for safety. 2. What you witnessed was only the back half of the drama. This has been going on all evening. The timeline is actually kind of complicated, so bear with me. Okay. Dash. Once she found the book about 20 minutes after the train left the station. Dash. I confiscated it and immediately put it in my locker. Dash. About 40 minutes after that, I realized someone had broken the lock and stolen the book. Dash. 20 minutes after that, we found the book again, but it had been defaced. A bunch of pages were ripped out. Okay. 3. I have absolutely no idea how whoever did this got the chance, so she talks like a PowerPoint. The lockers are right there. It's not like we've had much to distract us. Well, whoever did it broke the toy. So you have the book now. Yes, it's safe. Can we see it? Absolutely not. No one touches a single page of the Rainbow Emotion Saga until we get back to the caverns. She's so sus. I want to talk to her more, but it won't let me. I am the whip in Bronya's hand, and you'd best get back before I crack. Okay. I think we've talked to them all as much as we can. What? So we were looking through the lockers and found this. What is this? Oh, another wretched hatch to dance rag. Good grief, how many of these conversations do I need to have? Yes, I'm the first male Jade you've ever met. Just like Actius from the Dancing Boys band. Let's just get the interrogation fucking over with. Oh, I wondered if you were a myth. Are you special? Are there more of you in the cloister? How many of you are there? Do you all know each other? Can boys really take care of grubs? Can you get me Actius's autograph? Or should I just cut to the chase and give you my detailed paling diary for your sick fantasies? What? What are you talking about? I wanted to know if you had any idea if this magazine was relevant to the case. Phew, this is awkward. If you're answering questions about it, I am curious. Zephyros? Oh, fuck off. Okay. Interesting. So there's a member of the band that's like him, the only boy. I think we've got... This blows. This is so fucking dumb. Okay, I think we've done them. Are you gonna talk to me some more? Ah, two plebeian ignoramuses have finally come to interrogate my vast intellect. Who are you again? Me, Hunt? My blade has slain countless enemies. My name is whispered in fear amongst those who live in the shadows. That's great. Wow, look at the time. We've really got to go. Bye. Wait! Aren't you investigating that mysteriously stolen bawdy light novel? I know about all sorts of illicit works. Lollipop stick on katana? From band text, maybe it's like a drum thing and they're making a little noise. From band text to cartoons censored by the East Altanian Black Bar Society, my dark knowledge knows no limits. Oh geez. In fact, a virile alpha male who fears no authority, such as myself, might even take an interest in collecting band text. Don't you want to ask me about band text? Please ask me about band text. I don't think I want to. At least ask me about the daring theft, the break-in, the excitement, the bold hiding place. I know all sorts of forbidden secrets. This is somebody who wants to claim they did it when they didn't. Ugh, I don't want to talk to him anymore, but that was so suspicious. I'm behind you 100%. You are literally behind her. Can we ask you some questions? Of course you may, milady. Why didn't you say anything before? How come you didn't speak up earlier? It was a danger to my extremely important person. A high blood such as myself must behave as a hunter in all arenas of life. For me to reveal such an intimate secret before it was advantageous to do so, 'tis a folly only a prey animal would make. If you say so. Ugh. Guess we'll ask you the other question. Don't want to talk to him anymore. Neither do I. Come on. Milady. What was that about band text? Just, you know, stuff. But what kind of stuff? A lowblood could never understand. Well, you wanted to be asked about band text, and that's what happened. What's with these judgy look? Okay. Are you gonna shout at me some more? Can I ask you another question? Up to it, miss, we don't have all night. Tisius's political fantasies. What did you mean by silly political fantasies? Oh, mum, you know, same old, same old. My Zizi is a results-driven go-getter who thinks outside the box. It's an enviable skill set in certain legislative resource pools. She may give leadership a shake-up, but it's always for the betterment of the Empire, of course. Ha ha, why wouldn't it be? I mean, her hard work is all for the sake of streamlining the process, but the way she tries to eliminate pain points tends to push the envelope. Indeed. Boot up, dearie. We're about to have the Battle of the Millennium. Yeah, she speaks like a radio announcer for sure. Talk to you. Just get the security video and I'll prove my innocence. Don't think I can open any of these. I don't see a tape in there. What's a tape? Yeah, no. Come on, we've done this. We need a sharp pointy object. Is it in my inventory? Do I need to actually point and click properly for once? Is that a file? That's not it. That's not what? I don't... Oh, fucking hell. Let me just check. I thought that was the nail file. Alright. We need a sharp pointy thing. That's not sharp and pointy, that's a blunt. That's blunt. Magazine is far too valuable to be handled so carelessly. I thought we had a nail file. Can I like give items to the other character as well? Oh, now it works. Okay. Wait, is this just footage of people using the bathroom? Creepy. Yeah, but nobody looks at grubs like this usually except for a security drone. Like the same robot things that blew up your hive? Yeah, there are lots of different kinds. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get used to this place. Okay, I have this. Can I... Oops, what does it say? That's not it. What do I use this on? Him? Aha! Hand that oozy sticky information repository voila over. Stop wriggling, you. Alright, plugging it in. Let's go straight to the time period during which the outrage was committed. Otherwise we'll have to watch a succession of unpalatable episodes, which may be some unpalatable sounds as well. If you'll just sign here to waive your rights... Ah, here we are. While I admittedly was in the load gate around the time your culprit must have stashed this dastardly book, my preoccupations were of a purely fecal matter. Alright, we begin with timestamp 1449. Voila! 48 minutes of what you might call Lotus putridus eruptus immensus. Enjoy! Oh. Okay, I think that's enough. I believe you. Me too. No, you both get failing grades in evidence class with those attitudes. Don't you need to be thorough and verify I'm innocent of a crime? Thanks, but yeah, you seem like a pretty honest guy. Who would want to watch someone on the toilet? Her? You aren't going to show her this, no way. Oh, this guy loves this stuff though. Show it to him. That's not it. He'd love it. What about you? Nice, but you'll need more evidence than that if you want to survive the trial. I feel like I've got all the evidence I need. What's up? We talked to Stelsa? Heh, bet she's having a meltdown. And you're laughing about it? Pfft, don't worry about her. Stelsa's got her top buttons done up so tight she's gonna choke. She needs to have her feathers mussed once in a while. Keeps our relationship, interesting. Okay. What's up? Let's start the trial. Excuse me, what the fuck? No, we are not starting the goddamn trial. You haven't done shit. Go gather more statements, more evidence, anything, please, I'm begging you. I'm pretty sure that I have. Oh. Damn it, I'm being railroaded. Let's show this magazine to her. No thank you, Uwu. Okay. She doesn't look like the pop magazine type. I thought we'd already talked to him. Why would you think I wanted to look at that? Really? Oh, who's that one in the fly-ass coat? Okay. Pure filth. I'll just show it to everyone. Who's got time for popular music? Nobody I know. Okay. That sounded guilty. H2D? Never heard of them. You think I've had time to listen to a song? What about you? I understand how you might imagine I'd be interested in scantily clad boys contorting themselves into various postures, but I think their music sucks. Give it to him. This magazine is fun now. She doesn't look like a security guard. This is evidence. You aren't showing it to one of the suspects. Does it say that? For everyone? We show it to him. If he wants this kind of footage, he could get it on the internet. You aren't showing the prosecutor any evidence. Thing is, so do I just have to click all the evidence? I'll need more evidence than that. You should keep this to yourself. Where's that toy? We picked up that toy as evidence, but it's not showing in my inventory, which is kind of weird. we have to re-rummage here? It says I've rummaged enough. I'm very confused. I feel like I've talked to everyone. This blows. This is so fucking dumb. I feel like I've got all the evidence. We'll just go one more round of trying to talk to everyone. Okay, about Daria. So is it just her we were missing? Why were you so ready to convict Daria earlier? Everybody seemed really convinced it was her, or at least they seemed like they didn't care if she got falsely accused. It's political. There really isn't any point trying to explain it to outsiders, so I'm not going to bother. Basically, Daria's the second in rank. But if you're asking me if I have any material proof that she did it, then no, I don't. Okay. Bronya? Yes. You keep saying that you don't have any opinions on this, but it kind of really seems like you do. Okay, truth be told, something like this has happened before in my cloister. Really? When I was much younger, there was another Jade I knew. She was a lot like Daria. Even the best of us waver in our faith at times, but she truly hated her calling. She wanted nothing to do with tending to the mother grub. And it was all because of that stupid book. She was obsessed with the Rainbow Emotion Saga. It put a seed of blasphemous thoughts into her mind and consumed her. Aha. She would have done anything to change her life. She was even convinced she would become a rainbow drinker herself. But the drones took notice of her agitations eventually, and when they finally came for her, she threw herself violently against them, confident in her belief that nothing would stop her. But of course it's just fiction, it's nonsense. She didn't rise again to walk the sparkling sun-drenched fields. She simply died. Wow. So you're trying to protect Daria from herself, so you rip the pages out of the book. I'd never seen anyone die before, not up close. Bronya, I'm so sorry. Yeah. It's fine, as you can see I've gotten over it. Yeah, you are so over it. But that's why I'm so hard on Daria. If I could scare the rebellion out of her now, maybe she'll survive to her ordeals. Scaring rebellion... Bronya? That's really all I have to say. Scaring rebellion out of people isn't how that works. Okay. What's my tragic backstory? Okay. Now we've got her tragic track story. Maybe they'll let us start the trial. Finished your discovery, Grubbo? What do you think so far? Let's talk through it. You discovered the book Fresh Teeth was smuggled onto the train. Once she found it initially, Bronya locked it away. The cute one found it, Bronya locked it away. And somebody broke into her locker and stole it. Yeah. But the pages were ripped out. I think once she ripped them out and hid them in Daria's locker, maybe, or something. They tore some stuff out and hid it in the load gaper. You have a security grub that places certain trolls in certain places at certain times. You also have a bunch of extraneous bullshit items that may or may not come into play, maybe. You are trying to figure out who stole the book from the locker and defaced it. Ah, there's so much going on. Can you at least give us a hint? I guess I can say this, there's more going on with this case than it seems. The thief might not be the real wrongdoer here. Everybody's got something to hide. Yeah, there's multiple people. Hi! Hi, Big Hattie. It's a video game. Yeah, it's not one of my chill, boring art streams. Merry Yuletide. Indeed, we are getting there very slowly. There is most of an entire month to go, but it's the first day of the Yuletideness feelings. How are you doing? Rip the secrets from their blood pushers like the fiercest of legislaturators. Blood pushers, that's their hearts. Working on Dragon for quite a while. Yeah, I did 3 hours, and then I did 3 hours of playing this afterwards. It's very slow work, and I'm doing it a very slow way. So Finish your discovery, Grubbo. That's cool. Do you have a lot? Well, there's kind of lockdown, but there's not enough lockdown that you shouldn't be able to see family and stuff over the Christmas stuff, right? If you want to, if that's even... So we've done that. Let's do the about the book. So we think that the book was technically stolen twice. It was taken from Bronya's locker, obviously, but someone had to steal it out of the library in the first place in order to get it on the train. We might be dealing with two different thieves here. While the initial theft is a chilling mystery I'm sure would rapture the court, there's not much to be done about it. You need evidence, a suspect, a timeline. You need to put on a show. You can't do shit about it with what you've got now. Focus on who stole the book from the lock, okay? Yeah, I know. My Christmas plans are maybe stream on my birthday, which is Christmas Eve, and probably watch Rab's stream on Christmas Day. Rabs _ that's about it. And see who else is about as well. I think handling Christmas is like, be smart about it. Yeah, a lot of people are like, you know, quarantining for quite a few days. Well, you say Finns have been pretty common sense about the whole thing, but when I go out, I'm wearing a mask and there's fucking idiots standing smoking stood next to each other in big groups and huddled together in bars. And they laugh at anybody who's wearing a mask as people wearing masks walk by. And then huff out big clouds of smoke into each other's faces. So Finns aren't that sensible as a whole. There are always idiots everywhere, and Finns aren't exempt from having a portion of the population be selfish, suicidal, murderous fools who don't understand statistical probability, but think that they do. That's my humble and not at all angry opinion. I'm glad where you live most everyone's wearing a mask. People are arrogant here. They think they're better than... they think they're better than nature itself. But there you go. Can we start the trial now? You sure you want to start it up right now? There might still be something you've missed, but it's up to you. Now let's start. I've talked to everyone. You also read the vast majority of infection happens in the supermarket, so that's why you're extra careful. I said it was like private gatherings and parties and gigs and stuff that people are still going to, but if you're not doing that stuff, then it would be the supermarket, I guess. But yeah, I've been careful in supermarkets and not going to them very often, and like wearing gloves and staying away from people, and now I've got my mask since summer, like the whole time. And I've not had to take a single test. Also, I don't ever see anyone. Ever. So, I could go swimming and stuff, but the swimming pool was open until like last week or something, but I haven't been since like end of September, just to be cautious, even though I really want to go. So, you don't have gloves, but you wear a mask and use disinfectant. Yeah, exactly. If you don't have gloves, you need disinfectant even more. But, I mean, even with the gloves, I wash my hands very thoroughly with soapy water, and I've got some disinfectant wipes and stuff as well. Okay, let's get everyone in the ready position. Okay, trial time in game. Oh, is that what he looks like? Well, he's still cartoonified, but it's slightly different art to the round-faced normal Homestuck. Heyo, welcome to the trial of Lil Dariah What's-a-Fuck-It. The prosecution is prepped and ready, your honourable tyranny. The prosecution will now show the court that Dariah Jonyet stole filthy rainbow drinker contraband from the Jade Lockers, defiled it, and acted like a degenerate criminal just in general. The prosecution will now call to the stand their first witness. Whoa. Slow the fuck down, Speedy McGee. You haven't given these itty-bitty lowbloods an opportunity to get a word in. Oh, of course, your honour, how rude of me, ha ha ha. Hey, Joe, who you calling up as your first witness? Me? Yes, are you deaf? Quick, you're holding up the court. This will set the whole tone of the trial. It's a big decision. Tisius, what do you think? This is your show. My role is merely, advisory. You're not scared of getting it yourself. You don't have a high opinion of yourself in general, but I'm careful for other people. It's the same. I mean, I literally don't even have any family here myself, and I'm not high risk factor in any way that I'm aware of, particularly. I mean, I don't want to get it, but you know, it's extra. It's like it's literally. You know, if you walk someone who's like smoking and not taking care of themselves and laughing at you when you're wearing a mask in the street, it's literally, I just sat there going, I don't even have family here. You have family. You're the one with friends and stuff and a social life, apparently. You can't leave alone for 5 seconds because you're out at the bar infecting everyone. Like, I'm not even doing this for anyone's sake but yours, and you're laughing at me for being careful? Very salty. Okay, how about I want the silly little girl. I think that's her. When she's the youngest of all the cloistered Jades and a big fan of the soldier Purbeasts. She's the only Jade blood who seems optimistic about this silly trial. Okay. Manera always seems like she's on the verge of snapping. It's a little intimidating. She looks up to Bronya and would do anything to impress her. She's the one who started this trial. Tagora is money hungry, which doesn't make much sense to you since you think that money isn't used here. The security tape says he's innocent, but you think he knows more than he lets on. Tizius is helping you out. She reminds you of your babysitter in that she's wicked smart, has a good heart, and is always drinking mysterious liquids out of an unlabeled container. Marvis is the judge. Oh wait, they call the judge his honourable tyranny here. Anyway, you like Marvis a lot. He is very funny and a wonderfully nice guy, and you're sure he'll judge his straw fairly. He's a murder clown. He's a great murder clown, but he's a murder clown. Stelsa is your rival legislator, acting as the prosecution on behalf of the Jade. She's trying to prove Daria guilty, and you can't let her. Stelsa seems very nosy and spun up this trial when the judges probably could have sorted it out for themselves. They're not worth it. Daria's my client. The other Jade books accused her of stealing fresh teeth. Book 5 of the Rainbow Hemotion saga from Bronya's locker. She doesn't seem to care all that much about proving her innocence, but nonetheless, you've got to try. And you've gathered Tirona wants to grow up to become a historical revisionist? Somebody who censors stuff? Anyway, this means she's probably going to be a big fat liar most of the time. Tirona originally found the book in the bathroom with all the naughty pages ripped out. Did she rip them out herself? Bronya is in charge of all the cloistered Jades. Her main goal is about maintaining peace and making sure her friends are safe. She seems really afraid of anybody stepping out of line. Bronya had fresh teeth in her locker before somebody broke in and stole it. Okay. Lank reminds you of those high-art male models on the covers of magazines you don't read. He's been nothing but rude to you and Zephyros, and he doesn't seem to like his fellow Jades or anybody all that much. Well, true. True, Hattie, true. Tagiri, you'd be happy never to talk to this weirdo again? Wow, that's judgmental, but a trial's a trial. Tagiri seems like the kind of guy who wants to look as cool as possible at all times. Right, see, I'm thinking Wanshi. I can't look at the evidence right now, though. Okay, how about Wanshi? You want me to testify? Against my most precious cloister mates? What a dramatic proposal! This is just like in Soldier Purbeasts when... Do you promise that if I call you to the stand, you'll focus on the case instead of just telling us about things that happened in Soldier Purbeasts? That's a tall order. Why, to do that, I'd have to have the fortitude of Miss Tidypaws in Soldier Purbeasts number 26 when she had to... maybe we should talk to someone else first. How about... Aww. My choice has been vetoed by the game. Okay, let's talk to the person who found the book. Tirona. Eep! Nice choice. But you promised I wouldn't have to testify! I never actually said that. Oh, is that what these people look like? Enjoy your luck and your shower. And in the shower you won't have to hear my terrible, very subtle accent work where I only just ever so slightly change pronunciations. Showering in the nude. Big Hattie! You should be wearing a full swimsuit. You know, the female version. How dare you? In fact, you should be wearing like one of those 1920s pajama long john swimsuits. Filthy. Don't worry, I won't ask you anything incriminating. Impress, give me strength. Time's a ticking, bunches. Ache, I'll talk. Eee. Look, I'm not really comfortably doing this. Lest the church finds out. I'm not kidding, it sounds like a Norfolk Town Hall meeting. Fuck you, most of my accents aren't Norfolk at all. Only one of them, or like 1.5. I prefer to work behind the scenes, if you know what I mean. Naturally. Like the great Teroglyod of the dire empiricist troll Thomas Hobbes once said, teal bloods are better never seen nor heard, and that's how you know the empire is thriving. Efficiently. Decisively. Lethally. On the back of our invisible lather. Lather. But we are not here to talk about you, we are here to talk about the unfortunate melodramatic afflictions typical of our cloistered sisters, so stay on topic. Look, I don't know what you think I saw. If you saw nothing, then you have nothing to lose by telling us the truth. Ari, you kidding? This is a courtroom. I have everything to losey by telling the truth. I likey my lifey. Likey my lifey. In normal circumstances, that's true. But we're running a little experiment here. An experiment? Oh, troll talk. Yeah, a kinda gentler make of trial. We're practicing a policy of innocent until proven guilty. That sounds almost blasphemous. We know how to have fun, don't we, Your Honourable Tyranny? Yeah, no need to be afraid, buddy. Come and prove your innocence. Fucking the spelling of come on him. Oh. Well, you see, it was a total accident that I found the missing pages. Not that I knew the pages were missing, that is. I mean, at the time I didn't even know that the Jeeds were carrying around a forbidden book. I thought they were arguing about some silly romancy novel. Not that I overheard their argument, ha ha ha. Not explicitly. I'm not the kind of creep who would just listen on a private conversation on purpose or anything. I've just never seen, help me, this troll is the worst, one in real lifey before. I'm not a stalker. She seems so nervous, I bet she knows something important. There's a couple of tools in the legislator's docket you can use for effective trial. If the witness says something suspicious, confusing, or just plain weird, you can press them for more info. Or if the witness makes a statement you can dispute with concrete evidence, you can present that evidence to the court. But you've got to put some thought into the evidence you're presenting. Is that this menu down here? If you present something that has nothing to do with the case, you'll just piss off the court. It won't work if you present your evidence on the wrong statement either. Mess it up too much and you'll bore His Honourable Tyranny and the trial gets thrown out. So if you ever get stuck, just press the hint button and I'll help you out. Oh shit. Wow, that sounds pretty exciting. I'll give it a shot. Okay, Tyrona, take it from the top. So... okay, that's just the normal menu. Press present. Well, you see, it was a total accident that I found the missing PGs. Press. Was it an accident? Yes. What kind of accident was it exactly? Oh my. Is this a subject we should be broaching in front of everyone? Objection! What? Your Honourable Tyranny, the court must dispute this line of questioning on the grounds that it is both baseless and lurid. Huh? Wait! Tusk tusk. The legislator must always ask questions with the precision of a scalpel, making an incision between the occipital and temporal lobes. I taught you better than this. You didn't teach me at all. Not that I knew these pages were missing, that is. I mean, at the time, I didn't even know the Jades were carrying around oh, he's saying the same thing. They're arguing about a novel. Not that I overheard their argument. Oh, I see. So I should press this here. So I can go backwards and forwards in these 3 statements and decide which one to press the objection on. We never called you a stalker. Of course not. I just mean that stalker is what you would call me. If it turned out that it'd been something creepy like following around a bunch of strangers I just meet on a train. Zephyros, does she sound more nervous than usual to you? Maybe we should try presenting some evidence. Good idea, let's think carefully about this. What's something that only the Jades had on them that someone would find embarrassing to be caught with? Well, you see, it was total accident that I found missing pages. Wait though, I want to look at my evidence. These were found in Briona's locken. She must have ripped them out so nobody could read them, but did she? Briona gave you the key to open the locker bay. This was in Daria's bag. This was right underneath the lockers. There's a crack in it from where Zephyros stepped on it, but there's also another. This is in Lynera's. Briona's letting you borrow her chalkboard. Security grub. It's a videotape of people using the bathroom. There's so much footage. I'm confused. You found the missing pages. I don't know. Do I present the missing pages? You're trying to trick me. It won't work. What? I don't know what to do. Sounds like Torona was stalking the Jade. Yeah, I know, but you didn't give me this clue. Silly romance novel. Press. So you're saying that, do I have to press in the right order? So you're saying that the book is forbidden? Objection. What now? His Honourable Tyranny, the court would like to submit that the defence is stalling for time. This is a tactic subject to immediate misrule and potential culling article of something of the... if only if you get caught. I'm not stalling, I'm just still not clear on why the book is banned. I read the ripped up pages and they're not any racier than the stuff my babysitter leaves lying around the house sometimes. Oh no dear, don't tell me you actually read excerpts of these nasty rainbow drinker fantasies. Your Honourable Tyranny, this is outright heresy, this cannot be allowed to stand. Actually, according to article subject 4 of the Troll Magna Carta, or Magna, It's absolutely permitted for anyone involved in a trial of this nature to view subversive content for purposes of legal clarification. Are you absolutely sure of that, darling? Yeah, of course I am. But also, I could just be making up numbers off the top of my head and you'd never know. Like I said, it's only against the law if you get caught. That's what makes it so fun. You will be the end of me, I swear. Hee. Not that I overheard the argument. So I've pressed on all 3 points. So I really don't understand. I don't know. Look, I get it, they're not my type either. Common interest in a certain boy band. Oh, I see. So he's hinting at this. You're trying to trick me? It won't work? Not that I knew the... I don't... Take this! So you have to do it on the right... God, I don't understand this game at all. It could be a lot clearer. You know what this is? What? I have ye never seen anything like ye that ye before in my life. You've never seen a magazine? That's right. And there is nothing you can do to prove ye that I have ye. It's not like you can mind control me. She's obviously lying. What do I do? She just told you. Use mind control. The thing we don't have? Most legislators lack psychic powers, and we still get the job done. That's the thing. Mind control isn't magic. It's simply the art of using TK, or telekinesis, to trigger chemical responses in the victim's brain. My goodness. You are clean of the filth and flesh. Oh my, you shower much faster than I do. The same chemicals can easily be hijacked with words instead. You figured out the motive. Now bring home the intent. I have never seen a magazine before in my life and there is nothing you can do to prove that I have You can't even mind control me into saying otherwise Face it, low blood, you've got nothing on me, he. Such voice acting, many wow. She's kind of right, unless she tells the truth, we don't have anything. We have more than you think. You talked to all these assholes before trial too. Use your memory. I'll bet that all of them told you something they shouldn't have. Wait. Zephyros, didn't she say something before about having never seen one in real life earlier? I think it's safe to say she didn't actually mean a magazine. Is it really that unusual for jades to leave their caves? Oh, that's Zephyros. I mean, for the cloistered ones, yeah, but there are non-cloistered jades too. So she was talking about something else. I wonder what she meant. I have never seen a magazine before in my life. There's nothing to... You can't even mind control me into saying otherwise. So I can prove that you have somehow. I'm gonna press that. Objection! There is something I can do. Oh no, what is it? Oh well, did you just yell objection without thinking about what you would say first? Look, it's really fun. You can't even mind control me. Oh. What if I can? You're right, I can't mind control you. But I could find someone who can use mind control. Oh damn, now it's getting spicy. You wouldn't. I don't know. Can we do that? Theoretically, yes. As far as I know, it's not against protocol. Your honorable tyranny. Yo, someone make this happen. Wait. gonna overrule this one. Theseus, my dear, please, this is torturing me. We're supposed to be on vacation. Yeah, we're all in a 9-sweet vacation on Alternia right now. You have the rest of your life to serve the Empire, Stells. Why don't we just chill out and see where this goes? Oh, darling, as always, you're right. Your honourable tyranny kindly cancel that order to requisition an amoral psychic. We will solve this mystery with nothing but wit and intuition. Here, what did I tell you? Mind control. You know, I'm not entirely sure what just happened, but I don't think I can use that technique on Tirona. Not the exact same technique, no. But you just need to figure out what it is about that magazine that makes her tick. Sounds easier said than done. Well, it's obviously the boy Jade. Have you never seen a magazine before in my life? I mean, this is a lie. Suspects. Can I present that pretty boy model? Tagore is a money-hungry guy. No, that's not him. Where is he? Here we go. Lung. There we go. Ehehehe, you're trying to trick me. It won't work. Can I not present Tagore to him? Wait. Vanya, locker break-in, book found in load gaper. So I could present this as well. I don't think it is timeline. Okay, let's take a hint. Joey, my sweet protege, you have to smash that press button sometimes. Well, I did smash that press button. Maybe I smash it on here instead. How is it possible you've never seen a magazine? Yes, now that the subject has been so disruptively slapped on the table like this, I must concur. Magazines are very common objects. I find it especially strange that a hopeful recruit to the terrible order of perspective editors is so ignorant about the history of regurgitated tree-pulp media, which is, as we all know, was once the cornerstone of our caste power base. Ah, yes, I know all about the grand old days when teal bloods had to pulp the paper to create the historical record with our own mouths. Why are you being so prescriptivist? Scriptivist? And literal. It was obviously being facetious. Why would you ever try to be facetious in front of a room full of teals? Understand, a flippant exaggeration can be the deciding factor of a guilty verdict. Maybe you want to rephrase your statement? Oop. Okay, fine, I do have some knowledge regarding the existence of magazines, but I never seen that one. And there is nothing you can do provided I have. You can't even mind control me into saying otherwise. Press you further on that. But you have seen some magazines? Are you going to ask different questions, or can I go now? Sorry, I'm trying to establish facts. This one has already been established. There's nothing you do. Like, I've pressed all of them. Can I present? That's a suspect. I don't know what to do again. I'm gonna have to hint every time. This doesn't make... Why don't you try presenting on her statement right here? I did! On this statement right here. What's the hold up? think that what's going on here is extremely obvious. No, it's not. Of course you do. I've never had to be able... Look, think about it logically. There's only a limited number of reasons Tirona would want the magazine. Should be easy to narrow them down. Tirona was reminded of someone. Yes, but I already tried to present him and you didn't let me. Fuck's sake. The fact that this needs a specific order, and if you jump to the right fact, it makes you think it's the wrong fact, because it doesn't register then. It makes me salty. I got it 5 minutes ago, stupid game. I already knew. Stop making me feel stupid by telling me I'm wrong when I'm right, and then telling me I'm wrong when I'm wrong because I thought I was right when I was wrong, and... Breathe. You know, don't you think Blanc looks like one of the boys on this cover? You mean Actias? Aha! So you do know what the magazine is about. You were lying. Of course I was lying. Who doesn't know who Hatched Dancey are? Yes, have you not heard? They were hatched only to dance and are very good at it. H2D is the hottest group on the planet. Clear the court! I know. I should have said clear the court. In fact, they're so popular that they've already been pre-approved for cushy military positions when they hit 90 sweeps so that they can continue their music careers while serving the Imperi. Will except for... Oops, Ivy said too much. No you haven't. Keep going. I didn't want to believe it was true, but... There is a rumour that Actius is actually going to get Caldi soon. He's been dissing Triz's seal fees on Chitta, so she's going to send bots after him at their next gig. It's not fair. Is this going somewhere? It's just that... You see, Actius is my bias. It's a K-pop troll. Your what? He's my bias. Basically, your favourite crush. Ah, everything is clear now. Actius is her waifu. Confused. That means he's her favourite. Yes, I see now. Just as a warrior cannot reveal his waifu except to true comrades of true rivals, a member of the H2D battalion cannot let their bias slip accidentally. To do so would be as foolish as baring your neck to an enemy. A male jade blush. Jade blood, you don't see one of those every day. So you are following Bronya and her friends around because Lonk looks like your favourite singer. I mean, well, only a little, but... Evil smirk. And... I was hoping to get my hands on that magazine article for my self-torture scrapbook, but I saw Linera confiscate it shortly after we boarded. Okay, and I didn't want to get caught breaking into her locker, so when I saw someone smuggling paper into the Loatgate pier, I thought, hold up, you saw who stashed the pages in the bathroom? I didn't exactly see it per se. The train was under the mountain at the time. Oh, how convenient. Wait, did we go through a tunnel? If we did, I guess it must have been when we were in the first car. There were so many people I couldn't see out the windows. If that's true, then we have an exact timeline for the crime, don't we? You're right. Thank you, Tirona. Your testimony really helped us out. In that case, can I go now? Yeah, buddy, scuttle along. Crying face. Interesting. She was talking about your friend's party, right, Zephyros? It sounds like Critias' party is gonna be a mess. But from what I know, Damek and Critia have been up to... H2D drama is the last reason Triza would have her place raided. Well, we have to focus on the trial right now, or we're going to be stuck in this car forever and streaming forever. I think it's time to go and talk to Little Miss Camp Chancellor. Well chosen. I don't even get to choose this time. Apparently I'm so bad at choosing. Bronya, you're up next. If that's what you want. Little Miss Camp Counselor, huh? She looks goth, but she's goody two shoes. That's what the high collar means. Nice Cthulhu horn symbol, though. Yeah, exactly. That's her, like, her symbol. I already told you that I won't speak against my girls. And Lonk. And Lonk. Yes, yes, caste loyalty is a laudable attribute in any loyal subject of the Empire. However, in this case, silence may be more damning than any testimony you could give. What do you mean? I have in my hands a personal note scrub which happened to be running at the precise moment that your group's adorable little schism kicked up. Oh nice, she's got evidence too. Wow. Your Honourable Tyranny, the prosecution would like to submit in lieu of testimony the defendant's own words. Is that allowed? In court, my dude, anything goes if it pleases the judge. Yeah, this tickle me entertainment globes. It tickle his entertainment globes, my boyos. It's your choice, Miss Bronya. Test your wits against two completely untrained legislators participating in a fast trial, or put faith in the truth. But I warn you, the truth is a cleansing light more powerful than the sun, and I don't think you're a rainbow drinker. Nice one, Styles. I'm all Twitter-baited. Thanks, I stole that one from you, darling. Yeah, I know. That's why it's so good. God, stop flirting, guys. So what's it gonna be, champ? Very well, we will play the recording. Oh no, this is bad. Or is it bad? I can't tell. Hard to tell either way. Unlike the last witness, you won't be able to fluster them with incriminating evidence. Anything you present must be absolutely and without a doubt irrefutable. Oh no, now it's gotten harder, and it was already too hard. But everyone just calm down. We are calm. The only one pitching a fit here is Lynera, as usual. I am not pitching a fit. I'm trying to help Bronya keep everyone in order. Lynera, stop. Really? Because what it sounds like is you're kicking up a mob to get me cold. I should have known the second we were out of the cave you'd try to get me thrown off the train, you backstabbing little bitch. No, no one will have to throw anyone off trains if you just tell us where the book is. I don't have to say shit about shit. Daria? Please, just tell us what happened to the book. Well, you had the pages in your locker, didn't you? If you say that you're innocent, I promise to believe you. But you have to say something. I'm not dignifying anything that comes out of that brown-nosed, pathetic ignorance gash. Lynera's ignorance of gashes is, as always, what's caused this entire mess. What is that supposed to mean? Lunk, Daria, don't gang up on her. Why the fuck not? She's trying to get you to gang up on me. I didn't even want to come out on this stupid field trip. Can't you see this is a what? There, now we've all heard it. Bronya herself, in her own words, suspected that Daria was the one who defied the book. I think that's an oversimplification of a very complicated situation. What does Bronya think? Well, that says it all. It does sound pretty clear-cut, but it's obvious that Bronya was just trying to stop the argument at any cost. Totally, but that sort of free-form psychological analysis doesn't fly in court. Listen again, there will be a detail that stands out, I promise. Okay, but everyone calm down. We are calm. She's not pitching a fit, she's trying to help Bronya keep everyone in order. Really? Because what it sounds like is you're kicking up a mob to get me cold. Press. Stop the tape. Bronya, you actually think Daria did it, don't you? What? However, I fail to see how this... However, Bronya, you actually think Daria did it? However, I fail to see how this observation serves your case if we are all in agreement that Daria did it. Why are we wasting time on this ridiculous fraud? Oh, is the trial over already? Damn it, it was just getting interesting. No! Might want to think a bit harder before pressing a statement. I know his ignorance of gashes. She's trying to get... I didn't want to come on this. Okay, I don't know which one to press. Because the one that I thought was the one to press because it was talking about her trying to set up a coup wasn't the one, but now this has a statement about setting up a coup as well. It seems to be that you press a statement on this whole thing. She's trying to get you to gang up on me. You're all awful to each other. It's because we're ever such close friends. That's not how it works, my love. Are you sure about that? That's just how friendship is sometimes. No, that's not, no. Is that how your best friend talks to you? Oh, well, this isn't about me, haha. But you know, I even saw Lynera and Lank holding hands a little while ago. What? I think there's something else here we're missing. Okay. I mean, we've pressed all the others, so I think I'm allowed to press all of the statements without being penalised. Why did you tell Lynera to stop? It's because she's got her nose permanently stuck up Bronya's nook. I do not! And she's a dreadful liar. That's not gonna serve you well off planet, kid. That's fine. I'm never going off planet. I plan to serve as a midwife to the Mother Grub, as is befitting a proper member of our caste. Lol, you know being a midwife isn't even fucking real. Yes it is. Yeah, when's the last time you saw one then? They're cloistered. We're not supposed to see them. Drown me. Is the defense going somewhere with this? Upon reflection, I guess not. See, I should have known the second we were out of the cave. See, this is suspicious as fuck. You just tell us where the book is. Let me look at the timeline. Bronya finds and locks up the book. Locker break-in discovered. Book found in load gaper. Okay. Don't think that helps. Well, it has... Daria's bag. So I feel like, can we prove that she's not been... Okay, at 15:30 the train is going beneath a tunnel. A shadowy figure sneaks into the wash. So it's a shadowy figure. Locker key. Bronya gave you the key to open the locker bay. Stop embarrassing yourself. I'm not embarrassing myself. The only person who had the locker key was Bronya. It makes sense. Okay, I'll have to ask for hints. Zephyros said he saw Lynera and Lank holding hands. How is this relevant? See, my brain's bigger than this game's. If Bronya has the locker key, she is sus, so we should question her about the locker key, but that's not given to me as an option by this game. Zephyros says he saw Lynera and Lunk holding hands a little while ago, which is pretty wild. You should scope out your evidence and see what lines up with illicit hand holding. Oh, this was in Lynera's locker. That lines up with illicit hand holding! For fuck's sake. Bronya's itinerary. Why would that explain it? Accountability assignments where the Jades are paired up with each other. Oh, for fuck's sake. I didn't read that stupid thing. Like, I don't even know when I picked that up. Before continuing, I would like the court to examine Bronya's itinerary. Oh, let's see it then. Objection, Your Honourable Tyranny. I don't see what relevance this line of inquiry has to the case. Feels suspiciously like stalling for every time. What's wrong, Stells? I thought you liked a tight itinerary. Heh heh. Zizi, no, don't air out laundry like that in public court. Keep your shirt on, babe. I meant it literally. Judge Morecambe should just hand out sentences and call for a pat. Yeah, exactly. It's much easier in Judge Dredd. You just, like, arrest them, shoot them, and figure out what they're guilty for. Bronya here was the one who established the initial timeline for the case. Don't you want to make sure she's dotted all the proverbial I's and slashed all the metaphorical T's? Sai, you know that I have a weakness for grammatic punctiliousness and, well, fastidiousness in general. Gosh. Yes, that's why I've carefully pressed hidden coffee rings into every notebook you own. Oh, you really know how to wrinkle my pressed collars! I love to see this kind of stuff. Please, you didn't even let me explain. If you look at the first item of the itinerary, you'll find reference to the term accountability buddy. What's an accountability buddy? Ah, well, that's when friends learn about being responsible together. Responsibility is a very... She makes us hold hands every time we go anywhere together. Oh, that's... humiliating? Yes. If I've never had to feel Lynera's clammy, sweaty palm in mine again, it would be too soon. Hey! So you're saying that Lynera was your accountability buddy? Unfortunately. Which would make one she Darius? Indeed. Oh yes, we always have so much fun together. No, we don't. Bronya, I want to be absolutely clear on where everyone was and when. Can you tell us about your accountability buddy system in a little more detail? Well, I don't see how it could hurt. I assure you. Assignment of accountability buddies is standard practice. Our cloister does not currently experience the kind of problems that would cause me to be suspicious of my friends. There is no special reason behind it, besides a way to keep track of special duties. And since you asked, I can confirm that the accountability buddy pair-ups on this trip were 1. Link and Lynera, 2. Wenshi and Daria. These were decided by Lynera and I ahead of time, so she's not got one. Have I answered all your questions? To be honest, not really. Would you mind going all over that again? So in her personal history, she knew one other girl like her and she saw her get killed. And she claims that she's trying to protect the Daria. Maybe she's actually trying to get her culled because she's the next in line threat? Maybe it was her. Would you mind going over all that again? Well, of course, it would be my pleasure to waste as much of your time as possible. I assure you. Blah blah blah. There is no special reason behind it. We haven't experienced the kind of problems that would cause me to be suspicious of my friends. No special reason behind it. Decided by Lynera. I'm gonna press this first. Wait, is there any significance between the pair-ups? No. What do the rest of you have to say about that? Well... Objection! The rest of you are not currently understand. They've been interjecting the whole time and you haven't complained yet. That's true. Because it wasn't advantageous for her to complain until now. I'm impressed, Styles. You've got it in you after all. Must I remind you that the job of an auditor is to investigate lapses of judgment and decorum within the deepest and most secretive bowels of the Empire? We are the ones who decide the fates of the legislators who lose their way. We have to be at least twice as canny, if not half as brutal. I'll have to watch my back once we're off planet. Well, not if I watch it for you, sweetheart. Wow. Was that an innuendo? I knew this trial would awaken things in you. These guys, stop flirting. It is the SJS. Lamau, this quadrant vacillation is whack. I don't understand what any of that meant, but can we get back on track? There is no significance behind the accountability pairs ups, and that is all I'll say on the matter. Okay. Assignment of accountant is standard practice. Our cloisters does not currently experience the kind of problems that would cause me to be suspicious of my friends. Wait. Didn't she say she was worried about... Also, keep pressing her. She had already she'd stolen those book pages, she'd ripped them out already and she was locking them away. And, they've stolen the book from the library as well. And she was worried about Dariah potentially turning out to be a bad one, so I disagree with that. Oh, I pressed the wrong button, I wanted to press her. Didn't you tell me earlier that you had a friend who was, cold? Well, yes, I suppose I did tell you that. You said it was because of this series too. I told you that as well, yes. That was several sweeps ago, however. But in my testimony I said that we do not currently experience any problems that would give me cause to be suspicious of my friends. Okay, but don't you think that's kind of an important detail? If you do insist. Okay. However, several sweeps ago, a friend of mine had an incident which led to it being hell. There is no special reason behind it. So I can press her even more on this. Would you describe the incident that led to your friend getting cold? I'd rather not rehash my tragic backstory. Oh man, this story is a huge downer. Gosh, maybe you're right. No, that's okay, Bronya. I'm sorry for bringing it up again. It was insensitive of me. That's not how courts work. You're being too nice. Thanks. That wasn't a compliment, Joey. Yeah, I agree. I guess I can only press this one now. Yeah. Okay. So I can get away with pressing everything with no penalty. It's just my evidence that has to be right. What kind of special duties? By special duties, I mean completely normal responsibilities like 1. Handing out the same snacks. 2. Taking care of the locker key. 3. Doing bed checks. 4. Keeping track of the luggage. 5. Leading the travel games and group sing-alongs. 6. Etc. You don't trust your friends to keep track of those things on their own? Of course I do, but it's just that everything is more fun if you're doing it with a buddy, even the morning chores. They all disagree. Sigh, heart, heart, heart. Oh, your crush is quite mad. Since they're completely normal responsibilities, could you add them to your testimony? Certainly. Okay. Yes. Press. Wait, what kind of travel games and group sing-alongs? Just the old standards, I suppose, like drones and defects, guess the subversive, long live the Empress. We sing along old imperial hymns and eldritch sea shanties. You do. I mostly do my nails. Even Lynera spends most of her time listening to H2D these days. It sounds like him and Lynera get on actually quite well. I like the production. It's true. The production of these bands are very good. This is starting to sound disconcertingly like holidays back home. Since you asked, okay. So to make sure we don't get it wrong, we'll get the hint. Sounds like there's an accountability buddy pair that had access to the lockers. Indeed. We shall present the locker key. Bam! Wait, did you say that the accountability pair-ups were responsible for taking care of the locker keys? Yes. Aha! What now? Tirona said that she saw the thief stealing into the bathroom. It says here in your itinerary that the key was with Lynera and Lunk from 1515 to 1545, but Tirona saw the thief make off with the book while the train was going under a tunnel at 1540. So it means that Daraya had no way to get into the locker during the time frame that the book was stolen, meaning that she must be innocent. Right? That's right, isn't it? Why isn't anyone saying anything? Okay. And I must vigorously reiterate, ha! Is that really the conclusion you've drawn from the evidence presented? With this rich tapestry of potential indiscretion laid bare before you? Yes? Incredible. Oh, Tisius, this is exhilarating. Why didn't you tell me? The pure jolt of adrenaline that one feels when seeing a wrinkle in someone's argument and preparing to decisively, irrecoverably, methodically iron it out. Stop drawing it out, Stells. You're making a mockery of the court. I'm not the one making a mockery of this sacred institution. Your so-called defense can't possibly be taking this seriously. I observed the condition in which the locker was discovered. That's something we didn't notice. The thief used force to obtain their quarry. All you've done is prove your client's guilt. Ha ha ha! What clever rhetorical feint will you whisper in your protege's ear this time, Tisius? Wonderful question. What do you have to say for yourself, my trusty protege? Well, we don't know how the locker was broken into, so we can't prove anything definitively yet. Right? Wrong. We do in fact possess the means of burglary. What? What do you have to say for your client now? Oh no, Joey. Maybe Daraya did do it after all. No! We can't give up just like that. You know, we just met like half hour ago. No offense, but it's weird how invested you are in this. It's not right. Tough shit. Excuse me, everyone. Why are you fighting me when I'm trying to help you? But I'm just saying this seems more like a personal problem than anything to do with me. So what if it is? I don't like this kangaroo court. I don't like seeing people get taken advantage of for the amusement of others. I'm going to blow this case wide open. Well, she actually says open wide, and prove the truth, no matter what. An admirable goal, but how do you intend to do that when the issue is so cut and dry? Surely you don't happen to miraculously have an item in your possession that suggests another culprit? I might? Fuck. Oh yeah, this. What about this? Stop embarrassing yourself. Okay, give me a fucking hint then. I wonder. Are you kidding me? Wanshi? How about this? What are you doing? Fucking hell. He's not giving me any hints. Maybe it's torn out pages? Maybe this will change your mind. Yawn. Okay, what do I even have? I think we're finished here. I think you might be right. Wait. A little bit of this. Have I just fucking failed? Wait! Attention everyone! Before we do anything here that we might regret later, I have a few facts to point out. For fuck's sake. The lock was vandalized using a sharp cutting implement. Although this could have indeed been accomplished using the nail file, there are other items aboard this train car. For example, a bladed stripe specibus. There is someone sitting in the galley right now currently in possession of such an item. Yeah, but that wasn't in... I wasn't allowed. I don't know. This game is rigged. To not consider all possibilities at this juncture would be irresponsible. Therefore, I suggest all the defense call this new witness to the stand. You mean... Teguri? Teguri, this Jadeblood accuses you of committing the capital offense of vandalizing a sacred historical artifact, which also happens to be a piece of subversive contraband. Do you understand the gravity of this accusation? It is a double crime. What if I did do it? What? Ha ha ha, wild. Okay. Game. Talk about railroading. Oh wait, we are literally on a train and you are railroaded. Oh, Homestuck. Every time. Is this a confession? We're just talking hypotheticals here. See, the troll who committed this crime was both nimble with a blade and a true brain genius. And while I will not admit to anything that would incriminate me, based on these attributes you are right to suspect me. Oh my god, are we really doing this? I must defend my honor. I wouldn't expect a low blood to understand. We're the same blood caste, you absolute dumbass. I'm not talking to you. Sephiroth, ... I'm talking to her. Ah, Joey's not gonna rise to some weak bait like that. Just try me. Let the games begin. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say I did it. Let's say we are having a deeply intellectual exchange of free speech, in which the possibility of my participation in such an act would not result in prosecution. In such a model, one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specibus such as a nail file. The cut is too elegant to have been inflicted by a plebeian using a feminine grooming tool. They're not feminine, they're just a grooming tool. If you are saying that this crime was indeed a feat of agility and intellect, then it must have been committed by the most cunning warrior poet on the train. In theory. Sorry, that was the wrong voice. Are you satisfied the current witness is obviously trolling the court? Well, yeah, aren't we all trolls here? Oh, we sure are. Anyway, something is still bugging me. Let's go over it again from the top. If you insist, let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say he did it. In such a model, one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specibus. Press him on that. Wait, is that true? I don't understand. Isn't this testimony in your favor? He is asserting that your client could not have possibly committed the crime. Well, in that case, my line of inquiry benefits you, so why are you arguing? Well, that's because she loves to argue. I do not. She always picks a fight about how she doesn't want to pick fights. Are you trying to embarrass me in front of every stranger we meet on this trip? I wonder. The nail file is the best reinforced corundite slab on the market. It would be quite sufficient to cut through one of the cheap locks we use. Lonk, you're not helping. I'm not trying to. Nice. So it'd be more accurate to say that it's your opinion that the lock could not have been cut by a third-rate blade like a nail file. You could say that. Your honourable tyranny, this tangent is a waste of everybody's time. Concurred, move it along. Okay. Okay, we'll press him on in his thought experiment. But why? It is the duty of the philosopher to ask questions. No, I mean, why should we guarantee that you won't get prosecuted? Promising that you won't face consequences for what you say is kind of like giving you special privileges. I didn't realize this court was being run by a bunch of CJWs. Are you seriously accusing me of high blood privilege? No, I'm accusing you of being a coward. I see that I underestimated you. But in order to defeat me in this theoretical paradigm, you must first prove that I have the motive and the means to compensate for your natural deficiencies. I will throw you a bone and admit that. In such a model, one might say that this crime could not have been as a nail file, in my opinion. In theory. Okay, in theory. Plus, so we've pressed that. We've now got 4 things. We'll throw you a bone and admit that. That one, we can press deeper on that. The cut is too elegant. We're saying that this crime was futility of intent. Wait, stop. Is this a confession? Not as such. It's a dialectical experiment. What does that even mean? It means that he is wasting the court's time. Objection, Your Honourable Jury. This entire digression is pointless. Back on track, girls. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Okay. So I can't press. I can press this a bit more, but he doesn't like it. Stop right there. You dare cut me off in the middle of a sentence? Yes, I dare. It's my right as a defensive legis. No, it's extremely rude. What? Hate to break it to you, kid, but interrupting witnesses is pretty rude. Let me get this straight. Lying, murder, blackmail, blatant contempt of the court. Okay. Interrupting, definitely out of bounds. Yeah, what do you think we are? Complete monsters? In such a model, one might say. Guess we press him again? On his opinion? Much better. I agree. The facts don't care how you feel about them. Facts. Okay. Now actually give me some useful hints. What do you have in your evidence pile that could prove this beta tin nerd was lurking around the jade lockers? Probably the toy. Objection. Here, I want you to take a look at this. It's a 1/25th injection molded polystyrene mode of the something mode Imperia drone, last active during the Rust Blood zombie rebellion of the Black Age. But of course everyone knows that. I didn't, not until you told me earlier. You never did explain what you were doing near the Jade Lockers, especially since you claim to hate Jade drama so much. Could it be that you were looking for something that belonged to you? Oh, he's beginning to sweat. I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. No, I'm really not. This game doesn't like my train of thought. It only likes its own train of thought. What are you waiting for? Swoop in for the kill. Of course. If it doesn't belong to you, you wouldn't mind if I tossed it out. But wait! Objection! Well, before you get rolling, let me save you from wasting your breath. Yes, it's very clever for you to have manufactured an anti-alibi out of thin air, but you've made one very serious logical error that I simply cannot overlook. Did you forget the basic conceit of this trial? Oh, I think I might have actually. There's so much going on, it's getting a little hard to follow. Then let me brief you on the case so far. We are not trying to ascertain who was lurking. We're trying to figure out who broke into Briona's locker. Even if Tagiri is the proprietor of this disgusting nerd object, how does that give him a motive? Sweet ops from the Order Terror. I don't know if this sword boy worth any of our time. Once again, we arrive at the only logical conclusion based on the evidence presented. Your client is G-U-I-L-T-Y. Great. No. Gasps. Now, just a minute, Stells. Give us a chance to mount a rebuttal before gloating, would you? Is that customary under this hip new trial process? I've never known you to postpone gloating under any circumstances. Of course not, but we're running a lab of sorts here. What kind of experiment would it be if we didn't test all the variables, huh? Oh, you know just how to sweet-talk me. And how does His Honourable Tyranny feel about allowing the defence to mount a rebuttal? Allow it, honky face. One chance. Better pick carefully or it's game over, buddies. Let's take another look at the evidence and see if we can figure out why Tagiri was hanging around the jade lockers. Well, I think it was for this shit, wasn't it? Let's just check. No. Probably this, because he's really into it. Back. Suspect's timeline. Don't see that there's anything else that he would like. No. Surely this. Does it give me any hints? Looks like there was a crack in the drone model that Takiri repaired. Could be relevant. Oh! For the nail polish? Really? I mean... Yes? Well, what you got for us, Joe? This! Interesting. A few years ago, I stepped on my brother's Tiger handheld and cracked the screen. There was no way I could glue it back together. But my babysitter showed me how you could use clear nail polish to seal cracks and delicate surfaces while also preventing further damage. I mean, she didn't put it like that. She explained that nitrocellulose dissolved into butyl acetate would form a clear, flexible varnish over the LCD screen. You can seal hairline fractures without ruining the way something looks. Smart. Tagiri has done nothing but mock the Jades for their delicate behavior since this case started, so he must have known that one of them would have something like this in their locker. Compelling argument, Joe. What say the witness? Drama queen. I cannot confirm or deny anything. What? Oh my god. What do you mean by that? Let me explain. While your supposition asserts that the culprit in this case would have to possess advanced reflexes, refined instincts, and intelligence within top percentile, you have only provided the material motive. You have yet to present a cognate psychological reason to prove Miss Esmer's accusation. Is this something we really care about? Of course. You're deeply thirsty for a glimpse into my dark and tortured soul. It actually sounds like you have a pretty good idea of where you want this to go, so why don't you just tell us? As expected of a low IQ, thin blood, no sense of drama or suspense. This guy, ew. Why would I hand you the key to my defeat? In the immortal words of the famous philosopher Patira Bentur, hit me with your best shot. Well... Okay, now I'm confused. This moron wants you to prove why he'd want to steal the book. Why he'd steal the book? Well, sometimes the most obvious answer is the best answer. Tagiri must have heard about the Rainbow Emotions saga somehow. Perhaps the saucy content contained within these missing pages tempted him to steal. Objection! I have unfortunately been by the side of this greasy man since the train departed and had not heard about this book until the altercation, so how could he have possibly known about it beforehand? Ah, and I object to your objection, madame. Of course I knew about the book. They were whispering about it long before you picked up on their unsubtle yelling. I have the razor-sharp instincts of a purr-beast, the flexibility of a leaf on the wind. I heard it all. I have kept track of everything that happened on this train with my quick wits and sharp mind. In fact, I have been paying very close attention to the Jades this entire trip. Since they are the keepers of forbidden knowledge, I thought I could learn much from them. I have a keen interest in dark content on the fringes of society, including some specific content the Jades have in their possession. It's pretty clear that he didn't do it, but I'm not sure how to proceed. If we dismiss him now, Stelsa might just end the trial right there and declare Daria guilty. Then why not just let him dig his own grave? because that wouldn't be right either. I don't want him getting convicted just because he's an idiot. We need to prove Dariah innocent by finding the real culprit, not by throwing someone else under the bus or train. Interesting take. You're adding challenge variables to my theory of defensive legislation that I hadn't even considered. They're not challenge variables, we're here to find the truth, right? Sure. The truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Yes, exactly. Then find the whole truth. Should be easy, just prove that he never read Fresh Teeth. Right, let's take it from the top. Well, I can just press. Take this. Did you just throw a pen at my forehead? And it hit you. What was I supposed to do exactly? Catch it between my incisors like some sort of bark beast? Oh, I'm sorry, I was trying to test your instincts. Objection! This is the stupidest thing I've seen yet. Fuck yeah, objection upheld. Drive this bench back on the track, please. Vroom vroom. In fact, I've been paying very close attention to the Jades this entire trip. Yes, we know. Press. I don't know about that. You seem pretty standoffish. I don't think you cared about any of the Jades until they started yelling about some hardcore banned book. My stoic persona was a ruse, a distraction. My focus on their posse was hyper-concentrated. I have been playing 11th dimensional mental chess with them this whole train ride. Gee, sounds difficult. I have a keen interest in dark content. Press. Objection. Are you implying you've always known about Fresh Teeth, Book 5 of the Rainbow Emotions Saga? Like, maybe you didn't necessarily know the Jades had it, but you heard about it before the train ride and were interested in it? Of course. I've known of this forbidden series since the day I registered for the dark web e-library site known as the Dank Text Fortress. DTF. Indeed. Indeed. It's extremely hard to register for that site, by the by. Max level elite hackers only. Well, I think you should add that detail to your testimony. This sigh, fine. Right, let's grill him on that. If you read the book, you'd know what was in it, right? In order to believe. Do you think we could trick him somehow? Wow, getting a little underhanded, I see. I mean, all you have to do is prove he never read Fresh Teeth, right? So let's see if he responds to something that is clearly not from that Rainbow Drinker series. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to trick this guy. So yeah, we do go to the last point, and then we present something from this book instead. In that case, can I read you a passage from this book? Go ahead and tell me if you recognize it. This is beneath me, but I'll do it for the dramatics. Okay, here we go. The sultry, joint-legged blunt beast meandered up to her brood leader, Gunstar, her hips swaying back and forth. Her chest was covered in the rainbow smears of her fresh kills, of which there were many. She dropped to her knees before him, her hands clasped in prayer, begging for redemption. Oh, my star brood, how could you have abandoned me like this? I must be taken on your nightly hunt, ejaculated the blonde. I must prove myself before the moon spirit, or my mate spirit, Swordstain, will be culled. Sound familiar? Of course it's familiar. Obviously this is a passage from the profane text in question. Objection! If you really knew about the Rainbow Emotions Saga, you would know the scene I just read was from a totally different novel. You've just been duped by Soldier Purvis, Volume 16, Part 3, The Great Squeak Beast Hunt. Your Soldier Purvis is totally different genre too. I think he might be lying about knowing all this cool contraband stuff. Shut your grub, shoot your gribble and... Well, okay. I missed the swear there. I am many things. I am handsome, I am hardcore, and I am indescribably badass, but I am... No. Liar! Alright, clap, clap. Good show, guys and gals. Glad this is all settled. Now can we all agree to get this man off the stand? Did you not hear me? I am many things, but I am no liar. I didn't claim the passage of the text was from the Rainbow Drinker novel. I said it was from the profane text in question. That could have meant anything. I was telling the truth. Yes, yes, we all heard you. Now please leave before you make an even bigger fool of yourself. No, I refuse to leave. I did it. I stole the book from the locker. It was the coolest thing I've ever done, and I looked like an absolute fucking badass as I stalked through the shadows and sniped the forbidden novel like the Bishonen anti-hero thief that I am. And I read it, oh yes, I read it, because my brain is the size of a fucking planet, and both sides of it are in shadow. I am the dark side. I am the darkness. Oh jeez. Lamau. Alright, I think we've had enough fun for the day. Let's end the flap session and... Are you listening to me? I said I did it! I'm guilty! Guilty! Fucking bull, my buddy. Just be some juicy confesh. Fine, if you're so committed to getting culled, I may have to oblige you, but since I'm so nice, I'll give you one more chance to back out before calling the case. Why would I back out? Gosh, this trial is a total bust. Hold it. There's a crucial piece of evidence that's been overlooked. Of course there is. Oh, I'm sorry, I must have missed something. No, it's cool. It's just some insider info I have. Tagiri, would you hand me your sword? Is it made of, like, plastic? This blade is my life, my body, my soul. Yeah, just hand it over or I petition his honorable tyranny to acquire it for me. I don't want it to leave my side. Hand it over, Big Bud. She knows what's up. Here. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen of the court. I have before me the katana our witness claims to have used to steal the contraband item from Miss Usama's locker. Now, pay close attention. I will draw this sword from its sheath and slice my hand off at the wrist. Surely if the blade were sharp enough to cut metal, it would be sharp enough to cut through bone. Even with my sad little bookworm muscles applying the force. Shing! Stop! Honeybee, what are you doing? Darius, no, you need both your hands so you can hold things. Oh, it's totally dull. Not even a paper cut. See, no matter how hard I slice myself with it, it fails to cut through even the thinnest part of my wrist. Tagiri, the sword is nothing but a cheap knockoff. I think you got this at Troll Spencer's gifts. Troll Spencer's, huh? No, there must be a mistake. Alright, somebody pull him off the stand before he has a fainting spell. You got it. Wait, but if Tagiri's sword didn't cut the lock, then what did? Like I said before, this foolish diversion, we have already identified the high-quality nail file found in Daria's locker. And that nail file is Daria's! Lol, alright. Tear her apart already, it's probably yours, you little bitch. Now, here's a girl who knows what I'm calling on her to attest. Oh, wait! Before Lynera steps to the stand, I have something really important to say. Hello, everyone. Oh, wow, it's a little scary to be up here in front of all of you. Especially since I have a terrible dramatic secret that will change the whole course of the trial. Of course it will, dear Uwu. What sort of terrible dramatic secret, dear? It really hurts to do this, Uwu. I'm close to breaking down. My blood pressure aches, but I cannot stand by and do nothing. You see, in order to protect poor sweet innocent Daria, I must present a piece of evidence that maybe might implicate another one of my precious friends. I have before me Lynera's secret diary. Her what now? Lynera had a secret diary? Excuse me? How dare you? How do you even know about that? You always write in it during our lessons when you think I'm not paying attention. Anyway, contained within are detailed dates and times that prove Daria could not have stolen any part of the Rainbow Emotions saga. Ooh woo! Here I am, brain the size of a planet, and they tell me not to steal books from lockers, says Twitchy Scorpion. Pass over the diary, sweetheart, and let the Auditora scrutinize the documents. The relevant timeline starts on page 406. I bookmarked that for you, Uwu. Oh yes, I see. This is an incredibly detailed account of where each Jade Blood was during the theft. All parties are accounted for, excluding Lynera, of course. Don't keep it to yourself, sis. Share the hot goss. Honky face. Of course I will. Now read aloud the appropriate passage concerning the accused. And then, Daria had to go toddle off to the blue blood car to hit on someone, like the slut she is. She claimed she was just getting a midday snack. For 20 whole minutes? At 15:30? Someone needs to kill her already. She's such a... who makes my... tremble. I wish she'd just disappear. I wish a contrived series of events would happen in order to excommunicate her from our commune. Sounds pretty guilty. What is all that, and how are you making that noise with your mouth? Elena sent us her diary with nail polish, ooh. That seems counterproductive. I didn't write any of that. Okay, maybe I wrote some of it, most of it, but not all of it. If this is all true, I think it disqualifies Daria from being the culprit, since she was getting a snack during the theft. Yeah, sure, a snack. Lol. Yes, who is the snack that you were getting? Well, this is an exciting development. Thank you very much for sharing this piece of evidence, my dear. Is there anything else you would like to present before the court? No, that's all. I hope it clears some things up, ooh. I still suspect her of something. Well, this was extremely helpful. We will have to call Daria up to the stand before I confirm or deny anything written in this journal. Wait! I'd like to look at the diary before we go any further. There might be some important details inside. I want to call a recess. A recess, but we are at the most exciting part of the trial. I don't know, I could use an intermission. Look at that fucking chest expose. The anticipation gets you all lubed up for the main event. Fucking hell, Marvis. You really are lewd. You really are just quite lewd. I know his secret diary is pretty incriminating. Every single jade is accounted for during the theft except for her, and she's certainly got a motive and probably could have broken the lock. But something doesn't feel right about this. How so? I don't know, I can't really put my finger on it. Yeah, me neither. Maybe it's because we've got nothing to X-reference. Like, are we relying on this one piece of evidence alone? If this journal is the only truth you have, then you've got to believe in it. What if it's not the whole truth? I don't think I can answer that for you this late in the game. Just do your best. But, is that all? Okay, I'll try my best. So I had no options to look around. Let's start the trial and call Lynera up to the stand, see what she has to say. Attagirl, I wonder if there was maybe if I hadn't found something now, because he kind of made you find everything before you could even start the trial. That's a bit odd. Okay, Lynera, it's your turn. Stand up and face the music. I will face absolutely nothing. I didn't take the book. I don't know how many other ways I can say it. I care about the rules, and if I took it, why would I draw so much attention to myself? That doesn't make any sense. I didn't want this sort of thing to happen. It's so stressful for Ronya. I don't want there to be any sort of formal inquiry. I just wanted Daria to be punished so we could all go forward with our lives. Even if I wanted to read that horrible trash, I wouldn't steal from one of my cloister mates. I would just have gotten it for myself, hypothetically, so therefore I double couldn't have taken it. You probably stole it from the library in the first place. I didn't take it, and that's all I have to say, and then you wanted to blame Daria for it, because you thought it was a good way to frame her. But it was found first. She really isn't giving us much to work with here. Don't give up just yet. Sometimes, if you can't find a material contradiction, you can hit them right in the character flaws. Why would she cause a fuss, draw attention to herself? Because she's secretly lusting. So she would... I'm going to press her on that because I think she wants to draw attention to herself. I don't know why, Lynera. Reverse psychology. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse, but you were really, really insistent on having a trial. Without you, none of this would be happening. But... Okay, gotcha. So she doesn't want this sort of thing as stressful for her, but yeah, she was the one doing it. And she didn't want any sort of formal inquiry, she just wanted her to be punished. Why? So you admit you don't believe Daria really did it. You just want her gone. Oh! Does it matter if Daria did it or didn't do it? All that matters is that it wasn't me! Yeah, this is why we need a radical overhaul of the entire system. But don't mind me. Even if I wanted to read that horrible trash, I wouldn't steal from her cloister mate. She would have gotten it for herself. Yeah, and you did. If you didn't steal the naughty book, then what kind of book would you steal? Oh, that is easy. Wholesome, unproblematic romances of the bosom friend genre. You know, two gals going on mate split outings, holding hands, cuddling, kissing each other's faces. Lamau, shut the fuck up. Like your thirsty ass reads anything other than trash tabloids. What? That's not true at all. I never gauge in that filth. Please, the only words you've ever read are printed on high-gloss centerfolds. Tabloids, huh? I didn't take the book. I care about the rules. Didn't want it to happen like this. Okay, give me my hint. You heard the girl. She'd steal a tabloid if she could get her hands on one. So... where's the tabloid? Is it this damn thing again? It's a magazine about pretty boys. And one is a male jade blood. And it was in her locker, wasn't it? Yeah, that's just a book. Secret diary. So we think what? This is like a tabloid? I present to the court. This hatched a dance magazine that was found in the accused's locker. How dare you go through my personal belongings? We got permission from Bronya to check the lockers. Is this your magazine? Of course not. It's not like I'm obsessed with H2D or anything. So you stole this from one of your cloister mates? No, I confiscated it. Is it so different though? I think it just makes you look like a liar. How are we supposed to trust any of your testimony? What? Yeah, hit her where it hurts, right in her flawed reasoning. I didn't take the book, don't you get it? The fact that this sort of thing is floating around in the cloister means that I've been right all along. Nobody here knows how to act. Someone has to help Bronya and be the responsible one, and it certainly isn't going to be anyone who's obsessed with drooling over pop idols, so not you then. I like H2D only a normal amount. I really don't think that having this magazine should count as a point against me. It should be a point against them. Who? Where did you find it? Because someone having this contraband is absolute proof that the cloister is coming apart at the seams after all of Bryona's hard work. I knew this field trip was a bad idea. I told Bryona over and over again something like this was bound to happen, and when we were all removed from our comfort zones. I told Bryona, I told her, okay? She should have listened to me. She does seem pretty guilty, but she just keeps repeating all the same stuff over and over. I'm not sure how to get her to admit anything. You've got to have a little more stamina than that. A true legislacerator can go days without rest or food. Keep pushing and eventually you'll find a motive. Sort of thing is floating around in the cloister means she's been right all along. Press. Even if you think it's for their own good, that doesn't mean going through your friend's stuff is okay. Quick sidebar, she's not my friend, so what, it was his stuff? Yeah, jot that down on the record. Lynera sucks and I wish you'd jump off this train. Well put. You see what I'm up against every day? Not to interrupt the flow here, but you're doing fantastic work, darling. Really spot on and not at all circular in its reasoning. But I can't say I find Miss Sculby entirely out of line if this is how her fellow Jades treat her. Yeah, Stell's okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Stell's okay, but that doesn't really make her any less likely to have stolen the book. It just gives her a motive. Okay. I really don't think that having this magazine should count as a point against me. It should be a point against them. Against whom? I know Zephyros and me are outside, and we only met you all about an hour ago, but from what I've seen, I don't think it's a sort of surprise that your cloister is falling apart. None of you trust or respect each other. Why would you say that? Is that a joke? Calm down, kid. This is just how Jades are. Yes, we are absolutely and totally normal. Okay, but who's them? Something like this was bound to happen, huh? Lynara, you just keep implicating yourself again and again. If you want to prove to Bryona that you were right all along and all of you weren't mature enough to take a field trip together, what was to stop you from stealing the book and kick-starting this whole scenario? Exactly. You've already proved that you're willing to break the rules to prove a point. You stole the magazine. Confiscated. Ha ha ha, I like this scenario. It does follow logically, that's true. You make a compelling case, Miss Joy. And by that I mean you finally come up with an explanation that is anyway plausible. Well, you're forgetting that the nail file belongs to Daria and not me. There's still no evidence Dariah didn't do it. What about the evidence? That nail file is Dariah's, not mine, therefore she broke the lock and I didn't. Yeah, but you've been snooping around in people's lockers. Couldn't you just have taken the nail file and used it yourself and then returned it to Dariah's locker? Lamau, don't make me laugh. Look at that manicure. This bitch has clearly never touched a nail file in her life. Are you helping her? I mean, just saying. Objection! Let the witness speak for themselves. You filthy ignorant slaw! Slaw, huh? I know how to use a nail file. Never mind. Yeah, I'm tuning out again. I told Bronya. I told her, okay? She should have listened to me. Okay. I've got another thing to press her on. She really is just digging herself deeper, isn't she? You told Bronya what? Press. Wait, you told Bronya? Told Bronya what? All I want to do is help her because she is wonderful and smart and she works so hard. She wants to think the best of everyone, even disgusting creeps who don't deserve it. She's going to be the greatest matron of our generation. Objection on the grounds that this testimony is making me feel sick. I didn't take the book. Okay. We've got... Oh damn, we're back on topic. Now you have to prove Dariah didn't do it. You might need more than one item to do so. Okay. More than one item. So we're on the nail file is Dariah's, therefore the nail polish? Oh, did the game just crash? Oh my word. Oh, I can't present it. Back. It's not letting me present that. Is it literally not letting me present the wrong thing? None of this is getting us anywhere. I've never seen any of the things that you're showing me. Oh, I meant to combine some stuff. Game over. What the fuck? I didn't realize I was selecting multiple things at once. I have... Are you kidding me? There we go. I think you're kidding me.